Hello everybody and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, where we have a brand new marketplace release, and it's a UFO. Which is funny because somebody was bringing that up in a stream not that long ago about, are there any UFOs in the sim? And now there is. This is developed by Captain Sim for $9.99, and I mean, it's just, oh man, it's a UFO. It's awesome. I mean, it's just, if there's going to be something goofy releasing, I'm going to be getting it. Just like the dragon, this is pretty neat. There's some things I'm not too fond of, which I'll start off with the cockpit, or I guess I should say lack thereof. I mean, it would have been kind of cool to have something, just something inside the UFO instead of this alien vision, which also is really disappointing because if we look over where it's going to be dark, hang on, let me do this really quick. Oh, this isn't a really good example. Like, if we're out in the middle of darkness, it's going to be dark in here too, which is really annoying. I was kind of hoping this alien vision was going to make it to where, it'd be kind of a cool thing to see at night. But unfortunately, it doesn't do that. So the other thing we have is being able to toggle a spin on the outside. I'm really surprised the workers don't seem to mind that this is here and spinning out of control. One other thing too is the lights are not attached to the aircraft. But it's really nice of the aliens to have, beacon lights and strobe, that's nice. You can turn those off, by the way, which I think it looks better without it, which, let me do that really quick. Doesn't it look much better without the navigation lights on? I'm not even sure why they added that, to be honest. I think it looks much cooler that way. And of course, alien vision, you can turn that off if you don't want that green hue. You can also toggle invisibility. Now you see me. Now you somewhat see me. It's not really fully invisibility, but I mean, still pretty neat. I'm interested to know if, when other people buy the UFO, if they see you cloak, go into invisibility or not. You can also turn off all the lights if you want to, which also looks really good. I'm happy with that. There's also 3 liveries. You have black, which is what we're using here. The house one, which I don't know what that means. I guess straight from the factory at Alien UFO Corporation. And then there's a silver one as well. The UFO also has flares for some reason, which doesn't seem to want to... Oh, there it goes. All this advanced technology, I don't even think they need flares, but, just in case the tech fails or something. And then this is how to switch out of hover mode and fly mode. And then, of course, you saw the abduction beam here, which, by the way, let me increase our altitude a little bit. But it would have been really nice to have... Oh, we're about to slam this in. You kind of... Okay. Captain Sim, even though this is like a goofy thing or whatever, it would have been kind of cool to see a little bit more involved with this, because sometimes you click something and then you have no control over it, so you kind of have to like finagle your way around to get the cursor back. I'm not sure why that's so weird, but it would have been nice to get like a speed indicator or something visually to show how much power you have in the flying and hovering, because there's nothing here. And again, it goes into some random thing where I don't control anything. Alright, here we go. So just some weird little oddities going on with this. But let me try to bring this up just a little bit. I am flying with a controller, which might make it more difficult. Maybe if I have a flight stick, it's easier. But still, it would have just been nice seeing something a little extra in the cockpit itself. So this, I don't even know what this is. You initiate a drop and a silver orb just comes out of the plane and then lands on the ground. And then that's it. So I'm not sure what that's supposed to be doing. I'm just going to say we laid an egg, and it'll hatch in about 3 months and spawn a new UFO. We'll just go with that. But yeah, I'm not sure what that's supposed to do, but interesting, I suppose. Alright, so back to our chrome balls here. I realized you can spawn more than one. So, I mean, I don't know. You can, I guess, spawn an unlimited amount into the world if you so choose. Let's go ahead and get up into the sky. We're over England. We're kind of in the southern part of it. Excellent. And then we're gonna hit this button here, which gets us out of hover mode, if I can say it correctly. And we are flying. Oh, I don't know what we're doing. Oh, I'm backwards. Hang on, I don't know what way's front here. There we go. And our flying saucer is living up to the name. Alright, let's go see if we can find some people here. You know, I'm having too much fun with that sphere. So, I don't know if it's a Sim Update 4 beta thing, but I'm not seeing anybody. I've gone to a few people, but they don't show up for some reason. So I guess our first test is to see how high of an altitude we can get here on this. I'm hoping we can go to outer space, because that would be a bit disappointing if we can't. The UFO is unfortunately not really controllable once you get up to a certain distance in space. It's just kind of doing its own thing at this point. That actually looks really cool. Let me get to the dark side of the Earth here. There we go. Oh! Oh my... Oh! What's up? Uh-oh. Folks, I think I've broken my UFO. Thought I'd switch to the house livery, by the way. It looks great in gold. Like, I do like the model of the aircraft. It is fun to fly. I do think it's a tad bit slow, though. Like, for a UFO, I'm surprised, because, you know, I do have real-life experience flying in UFOs, so I'm gonna say it's not too realistic of a UFO add-on. I still can't get over the size of this thing, too. Like, it's just when you're on the ground... Like, from here it looks, you know, not too giant, but once you're on that ground, as you saw... Let's do a barrel roll. I'm assuming UFOs are capable of doing such a... Oh, this is terrible. Pull up. Oh, it's over. It's Roswell all over again. The other option that needs to be happening is getting rid of these buttons in the cockpit view, quote-unquote cockpit. It's just basically a hood camera going on. But yeah, it's just... Oh, I like it, but there's so many things that are really disappointing with it. You know, I mean, that's funny. There he goes. Into the clouds. It sounds good in replay mode, which is nice. Beautiful. Well, and there we have it, folks. That is the UFO from Captain Sim, out now on the marketplace for $9.99. And normally I say if a plane is worth it or not, or whatever is from the marketplace. And this one's kind of hard to tell. I mean, it's $10. It's a decent amount of money. And I mean, is it worth the money? I don't know. I would like to see some more functionality for it, especially since it's paid. Because, you know, we had the Dragon on April Fool's. That was free. And, you know, it would be kind of cool to see a cockpit in here. See some autopilot features going on, because there's none of that either. Which is kind of a disappointment. But is it something that you can just hop in, have some fun, mess with some folks? Absolutely. You know, it's just... It's definitely fun for that aspect. And I'm glad I got it. Because like I said in the beginning of the video, if there's something that's just weird and wacky to have in my hangar, I'm gonna get it. Just like the dragon. I mean, it's fun to have these moments in the sim that aren't fully serious. And I'm sure I'm gonna see some forum posts being like, this doesn't belong in flight sim. This is supposed to be serious type posts. I just see it happening already. But alright everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed our out of this world experience with the UFO, out now on the marketplace for both the PC and Xbox versions of the sim. So, with that being said, thanks for watching, and I will see you at very high altitudes. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.